Weber makes a move on Duncan. 5, puts it over and block and hits.
Years, maybe never.
Oh, Weber got O'Neal to lead us. Oh! Chris Weber with authority. If you didn't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. Weber, tough shot because he was fading away, but he gets it.
Well, Vlade, excuse me.
Weber knocks it down. By the way,
Weber second half and shooting free throws, but you can't take a lot of time getting the ball up. Weber
puts it in.
Back into Weber, facing Shaw, and you knew he was going to exploit that matchup.
What's good, YouTube? And here I am with my first build video of 2K22, and probably my last, because it's probably going to be the only 2 builds that I play with. I'm not sure, I might have more. But here we go, man. This is a Chris Weber build, and there's also a variation of it that you can toy around, that you can mess around with however you see fit. But we're going to get right into it. So this is the Chris Weber build right here. Chris Weber, power forward, jersey number 4. The way you make this build is 6'8", 210, 7'6" wingspan, body shape. You can change it however you want. Finishing, the close shot, your driving layup is an 80, driving dunk 92, standing dunk 84, post control 82. You can already tell that this build is going to be a problem in the paint. But because he's 6'8", you might have to finesse your way down a little bit, but it's still doable. Shooting, only thing you really have going for you in shooting is a mid-range shot, and because Chris Weber did play in an era where there was big man didn't, well, players in general didn't shoot a lot of threes, unless you were just a certified sharpshooter, certified sniper like you were Ray Allen or Peja Stojakovic or Michael Redd or someone like that. Then yeah, but playmaking, also going to playmaking, you have a lot of leg room to work there. You have plenty of badge points to turn this into a dribble build, or turn this into a playmaking build, and just turn this into a great all-around build in the playmaking category. Just whatever you want to do. You get bullet pass, you get dimer, break starter, you get handles for days, quick first step, tight handles, space, like unpluckable. You get all that stuff. Defensive rebound is really where you start to see that this build is a problem at, because you get all of the defensive badges. It may not be all like Hall of Fame or gold, but you get all of them. And then physicals, of course, is the way they are. You can turn this build really into what you want. That's one of the pros I would say with this. You can turn this build really into what you want once you finish with it. You can turn it into a post-scoring machine, or you can turn it into a defensive monster. You can turn it into an all-around juggernaut. You can turn this thing to just be able to do everything other than shoot threes. But this is why I had this other variation for. In 3, 2, 1. This is where this variation comes in, where you can shoot threes. It's just that you don't have any finishing to your name except for drive and dunk. But playmaking and defense and rebounding stay pretty much the same. And you go to the next screen, it says 2-way 3-level score, and it still has shades of Chris Weber. So that's the only reason why I'm gonna put that in there. There's still a variation of that if you want to use that. That still has the shades of Chris Weber. You just don't get the post control, and you don't really get the finishing like that of Chris Weber, but you can still shoot the ball. And if you want to still make this build, you can still play 5 out with your team, or however you want to do it, however you see fit. Me, I kind of wanted to stay true to Chris Weber's game, so I decided to stick with this, and it's been a lot of fun for me. So we're gonna go ahead X, and we'll go to the takeover. I believe the takeover that emulates him the most. I want to say post shot daggers, but maybe I would say post shot daggers. He used to kill post hooks. But yeah, that's it. Box out wall and post shot daggers. You hit my player build complete. Go to yes, and you built the 2-way slasher with the shades of Chris Weber, Giannis, and Evan Mobley. Now with this build, you can, that's what I'm saying, variation. You can turn this into wherever you want. Like I said, the shades of, you can turn this into a Giannis build if you wanted to. So really, it's up to you however you want to play with it. I feel like it's a fun build because you can be a pest on defense, and on offense, you can be a scrapper, you can be a post move player, you could be a spot up mid-range shooter, or just however you want to play it. Be a player that runs the break. It's whatever you want. He's quick, he's fast, he gets up the court almost before sometimes a guard or a forward does, just because he's so fast. So 37 speed really isn't that slow. So I would say pros and cons. Pros, you can turn this build into anything you want, especially on the defensive end. I already named out the reasons what you can turn it into. He's undersized, which means he's quick, he's fast, he can get past other big men and even other sometimes forwards if you have the right dribble moves and you do the right fakes and stuff like that. You can easily embarrass other guards and forwards with this build. Put him in a post, do a fade, back him down, hit a post hook, hit him with a drop step, easy buckets. Cons, and the two big ones, you are undersized, which means going against other big men, you're gonna have some problems. Especially if they're 7'3" with like Hall of Fame greats under pressure and mouse in the house, you're really gonna have some problems. Not to say you can't hold your own, but you're gonna have some problems. And he cannot shoot threes, which means that the distance for the defense to close out just became a lot shorter and easier for them to defend. You can still make it work. You just gotta finesse it a little bit and have the right team around you. You can play this build. You can use this build playing with randoms, but just make sure that you know what you're getting into before you jump in there. I like to keep it light and just play threes with this build most of the time, and I rarely run rec. I'm starting to get into rec a little bit more now, but yeah, I usually run with a squad when I run this build. But anyways, that's enough of that. There should be gameplay playing in the background. If the video is done before that gets done playing, and then I'm just let the gameplay just finish out the video. But hopefully you guys enjoy, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments if you guys use this build or if you're going to think about using this build and trying to change things up, and just let me know what you think. Like I said, you can use a variation that can shoot. It's all up to you what you want to do with this build, man. Have fun with it. That's the main thing with this build, man. Trust me, I'm having fun with it. You can see by the highlights, I'm having fun with it. So, other than that, feel free to like and subscribe, man. It's your boy Get Right Jay. I'm out.